your front row. Quartararo, Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia. Closely pursued by Rossi, Miguel Oliveira, Taka Nakagami on the Honda, then Brad Binder, Joan Mir, Danilo Petrucci and Pol Espargaro. Your back row of the grid, Bradley Smith, Alex Rins, the man of steel, and Alex Marquez on his second sideline through injury after that 100-mile-an-hour high side he had in the race here 1 week ago.
We may be celebrating once more. Away we go for the warm-up lap here. Of the precautions is located just near the press conference room. I can see that at this moment in time, we won't give away the result, but they're very keen.
Yeah, they're eager to catch the glimpse of the opening.
Hello and welcome to the Red Bull Ring circuit. Just a few minutes to go and the MotoGP class Austrian Grand Prix will finally begin. As you can tell from the footage we're broadcasting from the track, we're looking forward to great weather for the race.
MotoGP.
Who can keep calm in the heat? Who can keep cool in the heat? Who can keep collected in the heat? Well, both Jerez Grand Prix so far this year, but he's always said it's about consistency. That came
He's trying to get his muppet in 5 laps.
So, who's going to nail the start? Who's got the best whole shot device in MotoGP? Is it Yellow?
Who will amaze us in Andalusia? The green flag is waving. 25 laps of... He got that one absolutely nailed. He's flying up the hill. Rossi also with a decent start. And Vinales. It's going to be a Yamaha.
KTM Tech 3 bikes. The Yamaha whole shot device working perfectly yet again.
It's Miguel
Vinales trying to stretch away from the pack. Binder was involved as well.
So it's Quartararo fourth place to a great start from Miller. Then it's Nakagami, Bagnaia and Morbidelli.
Pol Espargaro well wide up 2. We've not had a Yamaha 1-2-3 in MotoGP since Phillip Island in 2014. It's early doors.
There are the two Pramac Ducati riders, Miller, Bagnaia, who's now gone through on Taka Nakagami. What happened at
So that's compromised their race. Last weekend there was an early drama for Binder when he looked so good he ran wide.
Maverick Vinales is looking good here. He's lining up a move surely into the final turn. Here he comes.
He can't drop behind the Ducati of Jack Miller. That would have been a nightmare. He hasn't, luckily. Vinales does have Italian, the doctor up in the second.
You've got the apprentice and the master in first and second here then. It's likewise 9 places made on that opening lap from Alex Marquez from the very back of the grid.
Yeah, saw Pol Espargaro. First corner then, Miguel Oliveira did not get a good start. Look, he's been swallowed up on that run into the first corner. Big impact, wasn't it? Oliveira landing right. Oh dear.
And he got hit by him as well, just for good measure.
Oh, well, Binder.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. The incident under investigation. We send our best to Miguel, who's
took a devices. It was a clean start for everybody, no jump start. Taka Nakagami, Bagnaia at the moment swarming all over his Pramac Ducati teammate Jack Miller's rear tyre. In fact, at the moment it looks like Bagnaia's got the
corner and he's gone wide.
Yeah, he's done
he's down and he's up again. What a save by Pecco Bagnaia. What a save.
He was getting frustrated and impatient there because he could see the Yamahas getting away. He looked quicker than Miller and he tried to start. Now Quartararo is bolting here. Rossi hasn't got the pace of the Frenchman, and at the moment Vinales can't find a way. Cannot get stuck behind Rossi for too long, otherwise Quartararo's going to check out.
Quick check on Dovi. He's in lap of the race of 38.280 from Quartararo. On board with Vinales.
Quartararo mullered the two Yamahas behind him. If he does, it's all going to be about a test of his concentration in these conditions. Hervé Poncharal said, did they? Unfortunately, they weren't jangling for that long because Oliveira taken out at the first corner. Cruel for him. Having
Jack Miller's closing in on the pair of them. They do not want that Ducati in front of them here in Jerez. The Pramac.
Yeah,
we're onto the home straight here. And
Rossi in
a bit wide from Rossi.
There's been a 1.5 second deficit on Quartararo. He's gone. Quartararo, a 38.119. Last lap, Quartararo was faster than Rossi.
Yeah, and you can see how impatient Vinales is now to try and get through.
So far this year to Maverick Vinales in Jerez. He ran wide last weekend to surrender the lead to Quartararo. Costly mistake for Maverick Vinales. Is he going to find a way up the inside of Rossi into turn 6? No, he's not close enough.
Yeah, notoriously always been a demon on the brakes, hasn't he, Valentino? Further back then, it's Miller
sting for Maverick Vinales as he sees Fabio Quartararo stretching away. Again, Quartararo in sector 3. He's 3/10 quicker in sector 3 than Rossi and Vinales.
Vinales has got to get through. Yeah. Here he comes, up the inside. Can he get it stopped this time? He cannot outbrake Valentino Rossi. He can't find...
Full tank still quite full. It's been an issue in Rossi through, not to have Jack Miller sweep through as well. Now here's Dovizioso picking his way through.
Was that Vinales having another pop at Rossi and it went slightly wrong because he's just lost a bit?
Because he's so superior in terms of his rhythm. Again, that last lap, 6/10 quicker than in a complete class of his own.
Got to give a shout out to Alex Rins at the moment. He's one place ahead of Cal.
Some leathers on today, testament to their willpower and determination. Cal Crutchlow was saying that he was from his left scaphoid.
Wow. At the moment, their leading rider is Potospargaro. He's still in 12th. He can't get through on his brother Aleix right now.
Do you know, bolt and then manage your pace? This is just a typical Jorge Lorenzo. Yeah,
another 38.4 for him.
7/10 quicker than Rossi. They've got nothing for him. He's going to be 3-7, and he's got the two Pramac Ducatis ganging up behind him as well. Taka Nakagami hanging in there as well inside the top six.
Potospargaro for qualifying in 12th because his pace is just as good as the guys in the podium fight, and Brad Binder
lower than Fabio Quartararo.
It's incredible.
So once again,
a tale of what
pace.
might have been. Miller really wide. And almost going through there on it.
Just was able to pull it back close to seriously showing Vinales a front tyre.
You've got to give Rossi credit here, Matt. I mean,
Age 41, fit as a fiddle, isn't he? I mean, these are testing conditions for Valentino Rossi. Well, he's doing an awesome job at the moment in second place.
Top left of the picture, Fabio Quartararo had a little bit of a moment.
Mid 138, it's a 138.793. Yeah, there was a small mistake on that lap because he's just there at the top of your picture trying to hunt down.
Oh, Tech 3 are having a disaster.
Third crash of the weekend for Eco.
Looking a bit ugly.
Last corner, just tipping off the side. Alex Rins was right, still doing 39s in the condition that he is, and Cal Crutchlow. They're both doing 139.
Valentino's not under immediate pressure here in second place. Maverick Vinales there on this lap to go through on Valentino and not making it stick. Look how costly it's become. As Davide Brivier alluded to.
As we said as well, this will sting for Vinales, particularly if he drops into Taka Nakagami's Honda. Will they be close enough to attack the Japanese man into the final corner? We're looking back. Lovely that was. There wasn't a lot of room there, but he really forced the issue. There was nothing that Nakagami could do. He would see Morales here.
He's looking good. He's looking good. I mean, fair play. This is no fluke.
Than Vinales. So at this phase of the race, a long way to go. We've still got 18 laps. Got Vinales' measure.
If Rossi finishes on the podium, aged 41, in conditions like this,
nothing to do with the mechanical.
So Ducati's then trying to find a way. No, Rossi has got a good gap now, almost half a second on Maverick. And if Maverick
to not finish on the podium, given his speed all weekend, that would be a disaster. That would be a disaster. I don't care if he's top 6, top.
That mistake at the start of the race, he's gone through on Bradley Smith. That puts him up into 18th place as he hunts down.
Concertina up on the brakes into that tight first corner. I remember in 2006 when Tony Elias clobbered Fabio Quartararo, 3.6 seconds clear of Valentino Rossi, who's now.
Jack will be frustrated if Pecco does that. You can just see Jack at the moment is just trying to conserve himself a little sight of the Yamahas.
I just wonder as well whether these guys in that pack, how their front tyres are holding. Crashed last weekend and unfortunately he's out.
Oh, here comes Jack. Miller up the inside.
Maverick
Vinales. So Miller, in an attempt to go up into a podium position, has now dropped back to 5th.
Pushed so hard on that front end to make up for the lack of acceleration on that Aprilia. He's so on the limit. He's been bitten again.
No further action taken after the reviewing of the incident.
That's just a typical first.
It's just behind Jack Miller there. He's got past Nakagami and really closed on these guys. The problem he's got, of course, is he's got two Ducatis in front of him, which are notoriously difficult to pass. But
Ducatis, his tyre pressure on the front and the temperature went through the roof, and it became a bit of a handful. Behind the Dukes was struggling. And of course, you've got to take so many risks to get by the Ducati. It's probably the toughest motorcycle to overtake in MotoGP
Look at the speed difference. Look at the speed difference there of the Ducati and the Yamaha. Here goes Pecco Bagnaia. He's in 3rd. Can he hold on to it? He can.
Smartless by Bagnaia. He's just picking up the pieces of everybody else. So Pecco Bagnaia, he's just keeping cool, keeping his head down, riding smart, not making mistakes. Being
Rossi, who himself is 6/10 clear of his protege, Pecco Bagnaia.
50 points coming the way potentially for Fabio Quartararo. Marc Marquez will have 0.
Straight we go, 14 laps left of this race. There's Jack Miller. Now trying to have a look up the inside of Maverick. Is having a bit of a nightmare here, and now it comes Morbidelli up the inside as well. Maverick Vinales.
What the Yamaha factory were expecting at all. They thought he was going to be going with Fabio Quartararo in a social distancing regulations mean you're supposed to be 2 metres away from everybody in the paddock. I think you're going to need to give Maverick Vinales
off right now.
Well, how upbeat did he look before the race? Bouncing away in his seat in the pit box, listening to his tune. They are staring down the barrel of yet another dominant victory here in Jerez. We said,
oh,
somebody's
gone
right,
down.
that's Miller.
Oh, Jack Miller has gone down
you
and
can
out
just see
of
that
the race.
flash at the bottom of your screen. Was that somebody else down as well?
I think that's just the onboard noise of the marshals picking.
Turn 9 in Moto 2, so it's not going to be a thriller from Miller today.
Are almost a little bit too hot. Pecco Bagnaia, you know, he's got a very boss just up ahead of him.
Yeah, and he looks like he's got the better pace, doesn't he, Pecco Bagnaia? He said all throughout the weekend his own argument, but...
And who would have thought this? As Quartararo leads, Valentino Rossi...
What we feared, a real race of attrition.
Oh, Rossi's wide.
Yeah, the guys are hitting massive tyre trouble already here. Fourth out Danilo Petrucci. And Pecco Bagnaia then in second place. We've got Trap.
This is hard work for everyone right now. Petrucci, that's the 5th run.
Boxing clever like he always does. Andrea Dovizioso ghosting towards the top 6. Dobby now in that. We know that Dovizioso is a master at time management. Is there still an outside? But who knows?
Anything in this race could happen as yet. Pecco Bagnaia is now streaking away from Valentino first podium. Petronas Yamaha, of course, they've had their win. They've never had both men on the podium.
Maverick Vinales. It's looking like Valentino.
Here are the stars of the day, enjoying a round of applause from the team and fans. Everyone gave it their all today. You can't deny that these riders were on another level.